Have you ever noticed how hardship has a way of sneaking into life when you least expect it? It doesn't always announce itself with a dramatic warning. Sometimes it arrives quietly, in the form of disappointment, betrayal, loss, or fatigue that seems to sit on your shoulders day after day. Other times it strikes like lightning, tearing your plans apart in an instant. And yet, no matter how it comes, hardship is the one thing none of us can escape. Life promises joy, yes, but it also promises pain. The question is not whether we will face hardship, but how we will face it. Some people collapse under its weight, blaming the world, losing themselves in bitterness, or drowning in despair. Others endure, and in enduring, they discover a strength they didn't know they had. The Stoics believe that the measure of a person is not in the life they are given, but in the way they carry the burdens that come with it. To endure hardship without breaking, that is the art of living. Epictetus, born into slavery, beaten and ridiculed, later crippled by his master, could have easily lived in anger at the cruelty of the world. But instead, he turned his suffering into philosophy. He reminded his students that while the body can be shackled, the mind can remain free. "You may fetter my leg," he said, "but not even Zeus has power over my will." What he meant was simple. Hardship will come, but it cannot decide who you become. Only you can do that. Think about your own life for a moment. How many of your hardest moments were chosen by you? Did you choose the loved one who left? Did you choose the illness? Did you choose the betrayal, the failure, the unexpected storm? Most of the time, hardship arrives uninvited. But what the Stoics teach us is that even if we cannot choose the hardship, we can always choose our response. And it is in that choice that strength is forged. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, faced plague, wars, political betrayal, and the constant threat of death. He held the fate of millions in his hands, yet in the privacy of his journal, he reminded himself daily not to despair. He wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." Imagine that. The most powerful man in the world admitting that his peace depended not on events, but on his own mind. We often believe hardship breaks us because it takes something from us. Our security, our comfort, our expectations. But hardship does not actually take our strength. It only reveals where it lies. It peels back the illusions, the false layers of identity we've built on comfort and ease, and it shows us what remains when all else is stripped away. That is why the Stoics trained themselves to welcome hardship, not as punishment, but as a teacher. Seneca advised his students to practice discomfort on purpose. Sleep on the floor, eat the simplest food, wear coarse clothing, and then ask yourself, is this what I feared? The exercise was not about denying joy, but about breaking the illusion that hardship must destroy us. When you practice enduring small hardships, you build the muscles to face greater ones. You begin to see that the worst-case scenario often isn't as catastrophic as your imagination makes it. You discover that you are stronger, tougher, and more adaptable than you thought. But endurance is not the same as numbness. The Stoics did not preach that we should feel nothing or that we should deny our humanity. They acknowledged grief, fear, and pain. Marcus Aurelius wept for his children. Seneca wrote about the ache of loss. They did not reject feeling, they rejected being ruled by it. To endure hardship without breaking does not mean to be unfeeling. It means to feel fully, but to keep moving forward anyway. Think about the hardships that have tested you most. Maybe it was heartbreak, maybe it was financial ruin, maybe it was losing someone you love. In those moments, the pain felt overwhelming, like it might swallow you whole. And yet, here you are. You survived what you thought you could not survive. That is the quiet truth the Stoics point us toward. You are stronger than your suffering. It hurts, yes, but you do not have to be broken by it. The real danger of hardship is not in the event itself, but in the story you tell yourself about it. When something painful happens, the mind races. This isn't fair. I can't handle this. My life is ruined. But what if you changed the story? What if instead of saying, "This is the end," you said, "This is my training"? Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Hardship, then, is not the wall that stops you, but the material you build with. This is why endurance is an art. It is not passive. It is not simply waiting for the storm to pass. It is the active work of shaping your perspective, guarding your reactions, strengthening your spirit, and finding meaning inside the pain. Anyone can survive a good day, but to carry yourself with dignity through the bad days, that is mastery. The world often teaches us to chase comfort, to build lives padded with ease. But the Stoics knew that a life built only on comfort is fragile. The first real storm will break it. A life built on endurance, however, becomes unshakable. You cannot control how long the storm lasts, but you can control how firmly you stand in it. And when you learn to stand, you discover something remarkable. The storm cannot touch your character. It cannot destroy your courage, your justice, your wisdom, your temperance. Those virtues are yours to guard, and they grow stronger each time you endure. Look at the history of humanity, and you will see this truth repeated. Ordinary people enduring extraordinary pain without breaking. Prisoners of war who refused to lose their dignity. Survivors of tragedy who rebuilt their lives from nothing. Think of Viktor Frankl, who survived the concentration camps and later wrote, "Everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances. That is endurance. That is freedom." And this is not philosophy locked in the past. It is for you, here, today. You may not be an emperor or a philosopher. You may not face exile or slavery. But you do face hardship, financial struggles, rejection, illness, uncertainty, grief. And in each one of these moments, you are given the same choice the Stoics had: to collapse or to endure, to break or to bend, to let hardship define you or to let it refine you. So how do you endure without breaking? You begin with awareness. When hardship arrives, pause, breathe, remind yourself, this is not forever. This is not my master. This is my training. Then you focus on what is within your control, your effort, your perspective, your virtue. If you have work to do it with excellence. If you have pain to feel it fully, but don't let it decide your worth. If you have setbacks, use them as fuel to grow stronger. Day by day, moment by moment, you build the habit of resilience. And here is the paradox. The more you endure, the less hardship has power over you. What once seemed unbearable becomes manageable. What once crushed you becomes light. Not because life got easier, but because you got stronger. That is the hidden gift of hardship. It trains you to discover your own strength. Endurance is not glamorous. It doesn't come with applause or recognition. It is quiet, steady, invisible to most. But it is the foundation of every great life. Without endurance, no virtue lasts. Without endurance, no dream survives. Without endurance, no soul grows wise. To endure hardship without breaking is to claim your power, to refuse to be a victim of circumstance, and to live as a master of yourself. So the next time hardship comes, and it will, remember this. You have endured before, and you can endure again. You are stronger than you believe, tougher than you imagine, and freer than your fear wants you to admit. Hardship is not the end of your story. It is the forge in which your strength is shaped. And if this reflection has spoken to you, I want to invite you to take one step further. Subscribe, because each week we explore Stoic lessons like this, not just as ancient philosophy, but as living tools to guide you through the noise and chaos of modern life. Leave a comment below and share. What hardship are you enduring right now, and how are you practicing the art of not breaking? Your story may be the spark that helps someone else keep going. And share this video with a friend who is struggling. They might need the reminder that they are not alone and that peace and strength are still possible even in the middle of the storm. Because the truth is, hardship will never vanish. But neither will your ability to endure. And once you learn the art of enduring hardship without breaking, you become untouchable in the deepest sense. The world can shake, but you will stand. The storm can rage, but you will not collapse. That is Stoic strength. That is the art of endurance. And that is a way worth walking.